what she did was she started getting these bookings in front of these people and all this. Well, she called me from the green room before one of her early speaking engagements. And she said, I'm so nervous. How can I go out there and do this? And so what I did that worked for her was I said, Jenny, act as if, okay? What if you were completely confident? Okay. First of all, know who you're talking to and why they need to hear what you're about to tell them. Okay. What if you were completely confident in front of them? What would your body language be like? What would your posture be like? How fast would you be talking? How would your eyes be? Would they be numb as doorposts? I don't think so. Anyway, I walked her through that and some deep breathing, and she called me after her presentation, thrilled because she did it. So sometimes, if you know, here's where I like to separate our minds here: our automatic nervous system and our conscious nervous system. Okay, the automatic nervous system is the one that gets scared the most. It's our lizard brain, but we can override it with our conscious brain. And so especially if you really are authentically confident with what you're doing or saying, the message you're going to deliver, but your automatic nervous system is like in fight or flight mode, you can claim the CEO-ship of your mental committee and say, this is what we're doing now, and this is why we're doing it. All right. So I'm going to act as if I am confident because my conscious mind is. And then the automatic nervous system starts to relax and join the party. And Sanford Meisner says, which is the legendary acting coach, real acting, great acting, is behaving authentically in fictional circumstances. So when you're in performance mode, the best thing is to be both. So say, you'll begin your presentation with something like, hey guys, I'm so glad you could join me join me for this today. I hope you guys all had a good breakfast because we're going to have a lot of fun today. All right. And then you go into your topic and you shift gears into serious mode. In the first place, shifting gears keeps people awake and they don't want a monotone presentation. And it also makes the listeners feel like you see them. When you're reading the room and you respond with your voice in that way and you shift gears like you would if you were really having a conversation, they feel seen. And that is one of the most valuable things you can do to a human being is to make them know that you see them. It's a good idea to gather a lot of crayons for your coloring box, for your voice. And so to do that, I have people explore their resonance cave. If you lift your eyebrows, you'll notice that your ears open. Well, if you try to talk without raising your eyebrows, and then you talk with raising your eyebrows, I think you and I went through that, you'll notice a difference in your tone. Your tone is more variable. And the same thing with the jaw. When we're talking like we're ventriloquists, which a lot of thinkers do, you're not going to be nearly as, I guess you won't have access to the tones that you will when you open your mouth. So access to tone and moving your head back just a little bit too also gives you a little more open throat so that your voice has access to all the resonation zones and all the tone colors that you have in your particular voice, in your resonation system. As far as phrasing goes and pausing and all that, that's where listening for the response as you talk comes in. So instead of just doing a run-on sentence, you'll want to say something, and then if you can't see them, you got to imagine it. What response do you want? What kind of pause do you need to know that you got it? And once you get the response, if it's not exactly what you want and people are still looking maybe puzzled, then maybe you want to repeat it with different verbiage.